Hello everybody, welcome to One Punch Man Season 2 Episode 12 Season Finale? I think so? Okay, it is the season finale, but it didn't feel like it, did it? It just kind of ended very, very abruptly. What this is going to be is going to be able to go through the episode, talk about the episode a bit, then we're going to talk about the series as a whole, and boy, I'm going to have fun with that. So, should we just crack on with it? Let's just crack on with the beginning of the episode. Friendly reminder right now that Bang is meant to be a villain. Not Bang, I meant Garou. I've butchered my thing. I should edit that out, but I won't. I'll keep it in. It makes me seem more relatable. Let's go with that. Friendly reminder, Garou's meant to be a villain. So keep that in mind when I go through this section on my notes. So we begin with Bang battering poor Garou. Bomb helps out batter Garou as well. Okay, that's 2-on-1. That's, villain fighting from underneath. He's weakened as well, so remember, bad guy. Then we get flashback of Kid Garou, who essentially got proper picked on by kids, and the teachers didn't listen to him. He never got to be the hero. He was always lost in the games. It's bullying. He got bullied. He's the bad guy, remember? So, yeah. He got blamed for everything bad that happened. He's the bad guy, remember? He's supposed to be he's more of an anti-hero. Quite literally an anti... I think I've made that joke before. I'm going to make it again. He's an anti-hero, but still, the others are meant to be the good guys. Garou, he's the best character, but he's probably the best character. I think so anyway. I'm sure some people will disagree. I think he's the best character, so don't fight me. But yeah, his old backstory, or little flashback, not really backstory, just flashback, was like, you're making me feel bad for him. I know that's the intention. I know that's what they're meant. It's deliberate. But come on. He's got to be turned good at some point, right? Maybe. I thought he was going to help fight the centipede, like get a punch in to distract it or something. But no, he didn't. So, what do I know? I mean, I completely predicted this episode completely wrong. So, yeah. Before Garou has a chance to attempt to fight back, he gets snatched by a bird monster sent by the Monster Association to get him. I think they're still trying to recruit him. And then when Genos tries to shoot after him, the big old centipede monster, whose name I've not written down, Centichoro? Something like that. Centipede monster is what I've referred to him as my notes. Blocks Genos' laser beam. The heroes then go and get all the other heroes. Remember those other heroes that Garou knocked out? So they go save them. Bird tells Garou, hey, when you defeat people, you should probably try and finish them off, like kill them. And Garou just looks all distraught, because I don't think he hasn't killed anyone yet. He just beats people up. So I don't think he wants to kill them. He just wants to prove a point. Then the bird thing gives not math lesson. He's like, by our statistics or whatever, the only ones that can beat Centipede are these four. There's none of them down there, so it's all good. King was on there, so they obviously don't know. I mean, when they said King, that was like a stand-in for Saitama, because Saitama did everything they thought King did. So I was like, okay, I see what's going to happen. And the thing, I mean, everybody could see what was going to happen, and it happened at the end. But we'll get there. So yeah, big old Centipede showed up. Garou's been snatched away to the Monster Association. He's still got red hair and a red eye. He's in rage mode still. I don't know why. Sick rhyme there. I didn't mean to. But yeah, moving on. So the fight against the centipede thing begins. Bang and Bomb do some... I'm just making the notes. I've written down what happened, to be specific. They made some cracks in it. Then it explodes, but it didn't explode. It just molted its skin off and regrew more. That's... The centipedes... I knew snakes do that. Didn't realise centipedes did that as well, but I'm not going to complain. Then Genos attacks it full throttle. It's pretty cool actually. He gets sliced in half at one point, but then reattaches himself and does a big old falcon kick. Ends up inside of the centipede monster thing, and then incinerates it from the inside. And but that's still not enough to kill it. I thought, I mean, I'm going to talk about it more later. This series as a whole has had some problems with its animation, but when it looks alright, it looks alright. Yes, it's not as good as Madhouse, but I still don't think it's that bad, if I'm being honest. I've seen far worse, so this is fine. That's a good way of putting it. It doesn't look bad, it doesn't look good, it looks just fine. That is this season. in a nutshell. So after Genos is unable to defeat the old centipede man monster thing with a scary face, man, it's grins at one point. It's like it's creepy. The old men, they grab Genos, they try and run because he's like what's it, like shut down. He's knocked out basically. Then Bang takes his shirt off, preparing for a super move, sacrificial move. I felt like it was very important that he took his shirt off because my notes made special note to point that out. Old man chest. Then King shows up. Sorry, Jesus Christ. Leave that in. My voice just died. King shows up with a megaphone. I'm going to need a megaphone. And he's like, hey, Blast is over here. Blast, I believe, is the #1 hero who went missing. If I'm getting my facts right. I hope I am. Because otherwise people are going to be mad. But yeah, he's like, Blast over here with me. But it was a trap the whole time. They lured him towards King. And then Saitama showed up and one-punched because it's the name of the show. He does a one-punch. Yeah, that was cool. One punches him. And that was, yeah, that's the end of the centipede. I mean, it still is weird. No, it's not. I was going to say it's weird seeing something that gave everyone else so much trouble, him just effortlessly defeating it, but then that's the whole point of the show. Why would that be abnormal? It's fine. Yeah, fine. You know, I can't think of a better way for it to have ended for that centipede monster. There was a cool punch and the music kicked in. The music cues in this episode, I feel like they were on point. I'm just going to point that out. Special notice to them. They were on point this episode. Yes, centipede thing's dead. Genos is being all fanboy again. He's like, Saitama, what do I lack? And he's like, power probably. In his very Saitama deadpan, no expression. And Genos is like, you're a genius. I understand now. And King's like, no, Genos. And then they all go home. I think that's like the last line. He's like, let's go home. There's more though. I'm not going to separate this in another section because it's very short. Post-credit scene, Garrow's being taken to the Monster Association. So, season 3? I don't know. I don't want to get people's hopes up. It's probably just a manga tease. If there is a season 3, let's have what other animation studio do people not like? Studio Dean. Let's have Studio Dean do it. Yeah, let's not do that. But yeah, if they do a season 3, I'm thinking it's likely to be JC Staff again. I don't want to pretend I know anything, but my gut is telling me it's probably going to be JC Staff again. Although I could be wrong. You know, I hope there's a season 3. I mean, I'm interested in reading the manga anyway, so I should do that. I feel like I say that every a lot. But yeah, let's talk about this season as a whole now. This episode was fine. It ended kind of abruptly, but that's the stuff that happened inside of it was pretty alright. Just the very end was just like, boom, let's go home, boom, credits. And I was like, okay, that's very abrupt. But yeah, let's talk about the season as a whole. So, positives. Should we start with positives? Let's start with positives because, you know, I'm a positive person. So, positive number 1, the story is more focused. That's a positive. It's just that, okay, we'll swing that into a negative. The Monster Association story hasn't been that interesting. Like, sounds really harsh, but the tournament arc was really boring, to be honest. It was quite boring. The Monster Association stuff, like the middle chunk of this season was really dragging for me. Like the beginning and the end were alright. There's a bit in the middle that dragged, I think anyway. But more positives. The music, like I said, music is still fine and good. And honestly, I haven't minded these last few episodes. I feel like they've been, since the break, I feel like they've been animated fairly well. Not like Madhouse level, but still better than, like, there's an episode, I think it's episode 7, where Tsuruyo's got a really small head and a giant body. Just looks bizarre. Like, I feel like they've been done way better than that. The CG centipede doesn't even bother me. I think it's CG. I can't remember. What else is a positive? There's lots of characters and they all do stuff. So if you like multiple characters, that's good. Let's talk about negatives because I think that's what people want me to talk about more. So, yes, the art and the animation is a step down. Yes, okay. Yes it is. What else is a negative? As I said, the Monster Association story hasn't been that interesting. Negative number three, there's not been a lot of the One Punch Man. Saitama hasn't done that much. I mean, I would argue that because we see less of him, when he does show up, it's pretty epic. But that is just because we haven't seen much of him, I think. But, I feel like this season, for its flaws, it has got me more interested in the series. Like, for season one, outside of like the main, I couldn't care about any of the other S-Class heroes. But I feel like this has got me like, okay, what's this character? What do they do? What do they do over there? The fact that it's introduced so many, I feel like it's done some right things, despite, I'm sure the internet is going to call this a complete failure, but I think it's done some good. But yeah. So let me know what you thought about this season, this episode and this season. Put them both in one, I don't care. Yeah, and I will see you next time. I'm doing a load of anime reviews over the summer. Probably should have started with that. I'll do a load of reviews over the summer, so stick around for them. I don't know. I've made a video saying what I'm doing. I've added more since then, and I don't want to make another video because that's view baiting, and that's not a cool thing to do. Yeah, let me know what you thought about all that. Subscribe and stuff for more reviews, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.